Anymore, but round of applause, please. The future of our class. So, we're underway with the presentations, and Peter will do the honours with handing out. I'll find my list here somewhere. They're probably starting another reading, Peter. Heckle and Jekyll show. Right, my list here. So, starting off, we've got our category prizes as per the notice of race and starting instructions, so all the competitors should be clear as to how they work out. Starting off with the first category, family crew, and the winner there, Nemesis, Ross and Hayden. Ross and Hayden Hanson. All the way from Gosford. Well done, guys.
Just taking the goodies.
Thank you.
Well done. The Master Skipper prize, and this man hasn't come that far, and he's done a great job to win. Seabreeze, Dennis Leach, and his crew, Ben Matters.
Just like to say a word about how well the series went. I'd like to thank Jack and his staff here. Well done, Jack. Greg and the NS committee, and Peter, the way the races were run, and all the competitors. Thanks very much.
And the next category, Jack and Jill. What that refers to is a male and female.
Not you, Jackie.
who are probably not related. So the winner of the Jack and Jill trophy, Big Daddy Potato, Bill Kerrigan, and Daniel Crick.
Thank you.
The next category, heavyweight, and these guys don't look very heavyweight to me, but I think they are. But well done. All the way from South Australia, without a trace, David Gordon and Catherine Burden. Moving on to the classic division, a little bit of a stretch here, debate as to whether we're Aero 8, Aero 9, what year, who cares, any boat that's a little bit older. And third in the classic division, go with the flow, Malcolm Stevens and Rick Chippendorf. Ready guys. Second overall, Magic and Loss, Barry and Magnus McIndoe.
Magnus is on the runner.
He is.
And first, Cicada 6, Stephen McKelvey and Alistair Hart from our club here.
Right there, Steve. You'll be right for the midweek.
Alistair's asleep.
Steve's got his 31 footer out there for anyone who wants to sail on with him on Wednesday nights. I think he's going to rest for a little while.
Single-handed's on Sunday, huh?
Okay, handicap. Interesting results here. We have father-son combinations streeting the field. Third overall, not so fast too, Dave and Alex Lamont from Hunters Hill. Second, Norwegian Blue, Scott and Aidan Wilkie from down south. And first overall handicap, Pumpkin Eater, Darren and Josh Eggins. Well done, Darren, National Priest. Well done, Josh. Right, so coming into the big ones, we're doubling up here. Very talented crew. I sailed in Cronulla last year, and this lady won the National Women's Championship last year, sailing in Aero 9 in fairly full-on conditions up there in the big seaway. I was sailing with her mother last year, but with a change in the family organisation this year, and now sailing with her brother, wouldn't call him a little brother, her fellow brother, and bona fide junior crew, and also female skipper crew. So a great outcome, and I think any of you saw them out there sailing in the Tiger, especially in the fresher breezes, would agree that they're really handling the boat well, and I'm sure they'll go on to bigger and better things. So winner of the National Women's Skipper Trophy and the Youth/Junior Trophy, Catherine and Matthew Davis.
I'll hand them off to you. Here you go, Matthew, come hold them. Just like the school. There you go.
You better hold up to
You can present them to me, Hutton.
Hold up the big one for them.
Oh, wow.
So the youth trophy was won by Josh Tasker last year, and this year by Catherine and Matthew. And this beautiful one over here is the female championship.
Come on, Mum. I just want to say a few words. It was, I can do it without the microphone, oh my god, I have no hands. It was a really awesome competition out there. Thank you everyone for coming and sailing. It was quite a big group of us there. We could have gone any way. So it was awesome, especially with Dennis there. We had some very close racing. And yeah, that whole group was really good. And thanks to Matthew for being my crew, who put up with me, so it was good. And we did alright, so hopefully we'll keep going and see how we can go. Might see all of you in Adelaide next year, I hope. So yeah, awesome regatta everyone.
Well done. So moving on to the three final prizes, the overall scratch prizes, and really a family affair here tonight. Third overall, and also winner of the husband and wife trophy crew. Sailing together, I guess, for the first time in the championship for many years, having done it many years ago together. Peter and Karen Davis.
Thanks, Peter. That's great. Thanks very much, Greg. Look, it's very exciting to be up here with my wife. It's something that people say, how do you do that? So with your wife, and I tried not to yell at her too much, but someone did try and say, you can stop yelling at her. I think it was Barry said that. So thank you, Karen, for sailing with me. Because I haven't sailed with her for 18 years, so it is great. I'd like to thank all the people who travelled. It was fantastic to see the boats here from New South Wales and South Australia and the ACT. It's such a fun class. We've been in it for 30 years. And congratulations to the two guys up the front. You were awesome. It was really wonderful to be close enough to at least see you and hear the gun go occasionally. So thanks very much. And a big thanks to Greg Russell for doing a lot of the organising and being very generous in letting his boat to roll. So thank you very much.
Right, so second overall. Most of you already know the result. Rowan and Sophie, Rowan Nosworthy and Sophie Holt. Hailing from Port Macquarie, not quite, a little bit south of Port Macquarie, Queens Lake Sailing Club, and I'm not sure still where Sophie lives, somewhere in the bush up in the hinterland up there, whatever. Apparently they had a 4-metre python in her backyard the other day, so yeah. Well done, guys. Cheers.
First and foremost, I've got to thank Greg because unfortunately I've just built a new, well not unfortunately, but I've just built a new boat this year, so the funds were very stretched to get down here at all. I couldn't afford to bring my own boat down, but Greg stepped in and gave me his amazing boat to sail, and yeah, I can't thank him enough. It was greatly appreciated, so just to be here was terrific. I just want to say how impressed and amazed I am at the talent that comes out of the little island of Australia. It really is, the fleet down here is, yeah, every year that we get a few people visit up into New South Wales and where we hold an event, and every time there's always someone who jumps out, the Davises jump out, or Dennis does, or Greg himself does. So, and I know how hard it is coming from where we come from. We sail around our own nowadays. We've got a very small fleet at our club, but trying to find out boat speed when you're amongst a small fleet is always very hard. So yeah, you guys should be very proud of what you've got down here, because it's such a great breeding ground for the future. Other quick thank yous is to Bryce and Amanda for pushing so hard. They really have set a new standard in the fleet. We might be missing the old stalwarts of Peter V and Hugh Tate here, and a few of the others of age, but I tell you, I would say Bryce would have won anyway. I've spoken to Peter this afternoon, and he said he's actually glad he wasn't here to be defeated, so it's a good thing. So yeah, onwards and upwards for the class. I'm planning on being in Adelaide if Sophie will have me. So yeah, thanks to everyone for attending. It's been a great event.
Big fella, Jack. We need the Commodore to make the major prize presentation, so Jack will come up. Not quite sure what Jack's been up to with Pete Edwards, but it's worked, Jack. Must have been a bit of local knowledge coming out. We all know who the winner is, and we've got to say these guys were the first to enter on the website, and thank you for that, backing your judgment. This is way back when it first opened, and but Bryce called me, I think, back in about March or earlier, asking where to stay and so forth. So the guys backed their judgment. They booked early. They were coming down. They did their work. Finished third last year in Cronulla, and I think 5th or 6th the year before up in Canberra. So improving all the time, and very, very worthy winners of the national championship. So without any further ado, Bryce Edwards and Amanda Stern, national champions.
I'll do the. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Done great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Very nice.
Put one on.
Yeah.
Your photo taken.
Yeah.
Make sure you got the right size.
It's all right. I'll swap that out.
No, that's normal. That'll do.
No, we can't do that. Don't worry.
Just while they're zipping up, so to speak, having never been involved with that myself, I'd just like to thank everyone for coming from South Oz, New South Wales, even Hobart. They crossed the Great Divide, Oakland. It's just fantastic to have everyone here from wherever they come from, having a crack and just having a good sail. These things don't happen. People go out of their way to put the effort in you know, our guys that are out there on the water today, we might go sailing next week and the Sabo kids will come back and, or their parents will come and do the pick-up boat and the OOD sort of duty. So, you know, it's great. You've got to put something back into it, so and then you get something out of it. That's why I'm a mug standing up here. You know, I had a great time sailing from the age of a long time ago, just when the earth was flat. But, you know, like, if you get a chance to put something back, go and do it, because you get as much fun putting it in as getting out. And from coming last to first, it's just fun doing it, and especially like you guys for your kids and daughters and wives, and I've never had one of them either. And I ain't going to start now. But just go out there, enjoy it, and put something back, and you'll get a lot out of it. Thanks very much, everyone. And thanks for
I'm still not quite sure what to say, really. I reiterate what Jack's just said, and it comes down, we did it last year in Cronulla, it comes down to all the volunteers and everyone behind the scenes. It's not just 10 or 20, it's far and beyond that. It's a lot of effort, a lot of time, and we really appreciate everyone who's put in down here, because I've got nothing to complain about, I can tell you now. The conditions have been fantastic, the races have been run on time, perfect angles. What more can you say? You know, the conditions have been phenomenal.
And the canteen was great.
Yeah, everything's been fantastic. You know, if there's anyone I forget to thank, I'm sorry, but I'd like to thank my mum and dad. They were both here at some point during the regatta. Dad's still here, going to travel home with me, so that's nice. Yeah, major sponsors. I would, a bit of a plug, but I'd like to thank my bosses, Neil and Nicole Tasker at Barracuda Sales, who have allowed me to do what I've done and had all the time off sailing to practice and whatnot, so that's been really helpful. Paul Minter at Minter Rigging, you know, all these guys have enabled me to get the boat where it is now, and there's a reason it held together all week, so partly because of those guys. So, and a huge thank you to Amanda. I'm extremely proud that we've come this far and done so well. It was, and thanks to Rowan for pushing us so hard early to kick us into gear. Took us a long while, but you know, came through in the end, and still wasn't relieved until I hit the shore. It was just the whole time out there, who knows what could have happened. So yeah, huge thank you to Amanda. I just steer the boat in the right direction, she makes it go. So I'm incredibly proud and thankful that she's travelled with me, and we've been able to achieve what we've achieved. So thank you very much all, and we'll hope to see you next year in Adelaide.
Thanks, guys. Just in wrapping up the formalities, I might just ask David Gordon, President of the South Australian NS14 Class Association, just to say a few words about next year and the venue, and hopefully encourage a few people to go along.
Okay, thanks, Greg. Just before I talk about the next national championships, I'd just like to reiterate what people have mentioned previously about thanks to the Port Dalrymple Yacht Club and the organisation of the racing. It has just been fantastic sailing conditions, and I think everyone's really enjoyed it. I think also I should especially thank Greg, and he made the ultimate sacrifice, giving up his boat to allow one of the top Australian sailors in the class to come as well. I think that's a pretty amazing thing to do. And someone who hasn't been mentioned, Adrian Adams, who's still at work here. And some of you may not know all the background work that Adrian does, but you know, after every race he's trying to corner someone to interview them, however reluctant they might be. But he's in the cabin very close to where I'm staying, and every night he's getting the stuff downloaded on the web. And I think what's been covered tonight will probably be on the web in about half an hour after this is concluded. Yeah. Anyway, as you know, the next races are at Brighton Seacliff Yacht Club in Adelaide. Probably a number of you have sailed there before. It's off the water, but it's easy to launch. That time of the year we should get a mixture of really all sorts of weather. There were some strong days, some medium and some light. So something there for everyone. The lightweights have missed out a little bit this year. I do have to say, we're just heavyweights. We did just sneak into the heavyweight division. So a lot of people have already said that they're coming to Adelaide. So I think perhaps with a slightly smaller fleet this year, people will make an extra effort to get to Adelaide next year. So we're hoping to get you know, in the range of 40 to 50 boats, probably about 15 local boats, and hopefully a lot of New South Wales boats as well. So we look forward to everyone coming down to Adelaide, and if there's anything that we can do to help or any questions that you have, don't hesitate to contact us. So thanks again to the committee here who's put on a fantastic racing, and I hope we can set a very high standard for us, and I hope we can meet that, and I hope to see you all there next year. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That concludes the formalities. Dessert over there for those who would like it, and I think there's a coffee somewhere later on. So enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening, and those of you who are travelling, drive carefully, and see you all soon. Cheers.